It's Heidi, your adopted farmer from Boadwine Farms. Today at Boadwines, we are milk testing. So I told most of you at our classroom visits that when the cows come in, the electronic ID tells us how much milk they have every day. However, once a month, we have a technician come in with meters, and we weigh the milk we weigh the milk with meters. And we also take a sample of that cow's milk. So I'm going to show you kind of how I get the cow IDs into my handheld using our technology, and then we'll talk more about the milk samples. So I'm just going to put that there. I don't know if you can hear me. How about if I put it up here? So this will be a test. So I'm going to just talk loud. Hopefully it works. So I have my handheld here. See this? And I have my wand, and I turn my scanner on for my wand, and I go to my first cow, 75.94, it's 75.94. So I can just walk down the line and scan those cows. And you'll notice some of these cows have blue marks on their heads. The reason that is, yesterday they got moved from one pen to a different pen. So we marked those cows so we can easily find them and know that we have everybody on our list. Okay, so now I got all 30 cows, because we have 30 cows on each side of the parlor. And now we're going to go down and we will take some samples and record some milk weights. Okay, so now we are down in the milking parlor, in the pit we call it, and the cows are coming in on one side. So the cows that have given this milk have already gone out. But we can measure the milk here, and then we push a button and this milk goes into the auto sampler on the side, and then we can, let me put my hands down, we take a sample, or maybe we can record Sarah's hands. Sarah's our milk tester. She probably doesn't want to be in the video today. So we take a sample of that cow's milk, and we have a sample number on the top, 231, and we match that up with the cow numbers that I just took, so that that cow has her identity and her milk sample number, so that when we send them to the lab to be analyzed, we know for sure which cow had which sample. It's almost done milking. It's 79.47 is the cow, and like I said, we have our electronic meters, so it tells us that she had 28 pounds here. And then down here in the technician's meter, it's weighing in about 30 pounds. So they're pretty close, but this is what we call our official test. So the data that we record today gets sent into the USDA or the U.S. Department of Ag, and those records can be analyzed and looked at for across the whole United States, and so they can look at milk production per cow for the whole United States. So we can use it on a national level, but on a farm level, the information that we get, we use mostly in the sample, because milk is approximately 87% water. That gives us about 3.5% for the amount of fat that is in milk, about 3% protein in milk, and then around 5% of other solids in the milk. And that might not add up to exactly 100%, but the reason it's approximate is because each cow is different. So the milk samples tell us how much fat, protein, and other solids are in the milk, because milk is primarily water, but when we get paid for our milk, we get paid for the amount of solids that are in the milk. So we want less water. So we want cows that have more solids. So by testing, we not only give information to the whole nation, but we have on-farm data so we know which cows are the most profitable cows. Because even though it's a farm, we still have to try to make a little bit of money in order to do this. So, and you may have heard as we were recording today, a bell ringing, and in the very back there is a holding pen that the cows stand in. And when it's time for those cows to come into the parlor, a gate moves and a bell rings, and that tells the cows, hey, it's time to come in to get milk, just like the bell might ring in school and you know it's time to get to class. It's the same thing for the cows. That bell is just something that tells them that they need to move into the parlor. Just to give you guys something to think about, if a cow has 40 pounds of milk and there's 8.6 pounds of milk in a gallon, she has 40 pounds of milk. How many gallons of milk did that cow give during the morning milking? So that'll give you guys something to think about, because farmers, we get paid per 100 pounds of milk instead of by gallons, but you guys buy milk by the gallon. So send me some questions and we'll see you next month.